Hey guys, Silverhammer here with a Aquactress deck profile. This is something I made. It's just a fun deck, just reading the cards, especially when I was opening packs of Dragons of Legend. I really like the effects and especially the spell cards that you get. So without further ado, let's go with the deck profile. So starting off, we have 3 Aquactress Tetra. Tetra's effect is once per turn you can add an aquarium card from your deck to your hand. Now this is really useful because the deck does rely very heavily on its spell cards, so having Tetra out on the field lets you start your plays early and lets you just get the ball rolling. Next, we run 3 Aquactress Guppy. Guppy's a good card because of her special summon ability. Once per turn, you can special summon an additional Aquactress monster from your hand. So, especially getting out the 3rd Aquactress, which is a level 6 as opposed to these small level 1 and 2s, it makes it so you don't have to tribute, so you're not losing any advantage by playing the big one. And the big one is Aquactress Arowana. Now her effect is once per turn you can add an Aquactress monster from your deck to your hand. So by having all 3 out on the field, you're given access to all the resources of your deck, especially for the Aquactress monsters. Now, in addition to these wonderful 9 cards, I run 3 Mother Grizzly. Just to add some consistency to the deck, lets you search out the Tetra or the Guppy, whichever one you need to get your plays rolling, and just, helps speed up the deck a bit. So that's all the monsters I run in the deck. Next, I run 3 Aquarium Set. Now, Aquarium Set is all water monsters you control gain plus 300 attack and defense, and then all Aquactress monsters you control gain plus 300 attack and defense. So that means all the Aquactress monsters gain 600 attack and defense, and then your Mother Grizzly is going to gain plus 300. So this is really useful because it turns those tiny Aquactresses, the Guppy and the Tetra, into slightly more impressive monsters, and it makes it even better once Aquarium Lighting is on the field. Now one thing you want to remember is all the Aquarium spell cards have the effect where if they're destroyed and you have an Aqua type monster in your grave, you can special summon it. You're just not allowed to special summon Aqua type monsters or any monsters except Aqua type for the rest of the turn. But pretty much you're only going to be bringing back your Aquactresses. Next, I run 3 Aquarium Lighting. Now, Aquarium Lighting is by far the best spell of the 3 because it lets you double your Aquactress's your Aquactress's attack during battle damage. So your 300 attack Tetra becomes a 600, your 600 attack Guppy becomes a 1200. Now the thing is, it doesn't double original attack, it doubles current attack. So if you have Aquarium Set on the field and Aquarium Lighting, they're essentially gaining plus 12 off of your Aquarium Set as opposed to the plus 6. And last but not least, you have Aquarium Stage. Now, Aquarium Stage is useful because all your water monsters can no longer be destroyed by battle except by other water monsters. So if you're playing pretty much any deck aside from, I believe, Gradle is pretty much the only deck right now that runs water monsters, your monsters can't be destroyed by battle. So all you need to do is summon something, put it in defense mode, have Stage on the field, and unless they're willing to waste resources with spells and stuff to get rid of it, you're kind of set for a little while you build your offense. In addition to that, all your Aquactress monsters cannot be targeted by monster effects that your opponent controls. So this lets you keep it safe from being bound, spun, anything like that, and that's what makes it really useful. And then we run 3 of the field spell Wetlands. Now Wetlands is great because all Aqua type water level 2 or lower monsters you control gain plus 1200 attack. So Guppy goes from a 600 to an 1800 with this card alone. And then your Tetra goes from a 300 to a 1500. Now if you have Wetlands and Lighting on the field, your Tetra's a 3k during battle, your Guppy is a 3600. So that's really where you get the damage in. And then because wetlands is so important, I run 3 terraforming because you need to see wetlands. A wetlands in your opening hand plus a tetra usually means you have a great starting hand and can really get some damage on the board. Then, to make sure you keep your monsters out of the grave, I do run 2 salvage. Now you can run surface in place of salvage. Surface just lets you special summon it onto the field. I prefer salvage because it gets me 2 monsters, and if I go for a guppy and something else, it gives me 2 monsters I can summon, because I can summon guppy and then use guppy's effect to get the other monster out onto the field. So if I grab a guppy and a tetra, I can summon the guppy, use the guppy's effect to summon the tetra, then use the tetra's effect to search. So it essentially gives me a +2. Last but not least, 1 for 1. Like I said, Tetra is the most important card of the deck, so you really need to see it early. So running 1 for 1 just really helps with the consistency. And that's all the spells I run in this deck. Next for the traps, I run 3 Aquactress Urashima. Urameshi is from a wonderful anime. Urashima is, if you have an Aquactress monster in your graveyard, you can target 1 monster on the field until end of turn, negate its effect, its attack and defense become 100, and it is unaffected by your opponent's card's effects. So Urashima is really good for stopping an effect that you don't want your opponent to have, or just stopping an attack. Like if they get a big monster, you can Urashima them, and you only take say your board's clear, you only take 100 points of damage as opposed to the potential 28, 3k, whatever big beater they have. In addition to that, it just stops any kind of buffing your opponent might be using, so just makes it really useful. Then we run 3 Call the Haunted. I don't think I need to explain why. Just keeping your stuff out of the grave, on the field, able to apply more damage. And then for single cards, I do run 1 Bubble Bringer. It's a fun little card to prevent yourself from being OTK'd because it stops anything that's level 4 or higher. So if they start, just bringing damage onto the field, very rarely is there a low level high damage dealer. So you're not going to see that very often. So Bubble Bringer's really good at just saving you for a little while and just sitting on it. And then its secondary effect, where you can sacrifice it to special summon 2 water monsters that are level 3 or lower with the same name from your grave. It lets you get like 2 guppies, which you can then exceed with into one of the monsters I'll show you in a minute in my extra deck. And then for the normal staples, Solemn Warning, Bottomless Trap Hole, Compulse. Pretty self-explanatory as to why I run those. So for the extra deck, I do run one of what is potentially the cutest card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Cat Shark. I run it mainly for its effect that as long as it has a water monster exceeds material, it can't be destroyed by battle. So it's a great little one to just build, sit on, and allow it to take the brunt of any attack while you're building up your offense. And then I only run 5 cards in my extra deck, mainly because you don't really go into your extra deck. But all the ones I run are water, so they are going to gain beneficial effects from the aquarium spell cards. Next, I run number 103 Ragnazero. Again, it's a water monster. It's 2400, so it's got a good amount of damage. Plus, if you have Aquarium Stage on the field, it becomes a 27. So again, just a powerful monster and hard to get over. I run 2 Abyss Dweller, mainly for its plus 500 attack as long as it has a water material to all water monsters. So having this on the field buffs everything that you run because you don't run anything that is a non-water monster. So that's what makes it so important. And last but not least, Frozen Lady Justice. Just a useful way to get over any kind of defense position monster that potentially has a higher defense than what your attack can do. Anyway, that's it for the deck list. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let me know if you have any questions or if there's any particular deck list you might want to see. I do enjoy making the zany, the weird, the not very, the not non-meta type deck lists. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you in the future.